Hi everyone, today I want to tell you about my experience with Emirates assessment days and give you tips on how to pass them. Since I received tons of questions about how to get through the assessment days and what the assessment days are like, I just decided to record this video so I can answer all of your questions. I know that there's some craziness going on in Dubai right now because people are getting fired, but I'm pretty sure that as soon as the situation stabilizes a little bit, then they will start hiring people. Before I start telling you about every day and what you do in every day and tips about every day, you need to go on the website and create your own account, put your CV and some pictures, because that's where you can keep track of what's going on after you're done with the assessment days. So it's good to create that at the beginning because otherwise they will have to link your account with who you are. It's kind of complicated, but it's good if you do it at the beginning because they will know exactly who you are and your account will be linked to you, basically. So as you may know, the assessment days are 3 days in which you do multiple things. On the first day, it's called the CV drop day because all you do is you have to leave your CV at the people that are there from Emirates, and they will tell you if you pass on to the next day or not. The second day, it's basically a day where you are actually assessed on something and you have to do things, and there's an English exam at the end of the day. The third day is the face-to-face interview with some people from Emirates, and it's really hard and intense, but that's why I'm recording this video, so I can give you some tips on exactly what you have to do so that you can pass. As I said, the first day, it's called the CV drop day, and you will basically go to the place where they're gonna wait for you, and it's gonna be a room, and there's gonna be tons of people lining up waiting to get into the room. There were like 300 something with me, so a lot of people are gonna be there. And all you have to do is whenever you get called, because you're given a number as soon as you get into the room, and whenever you get called, you just have to go to the examinators and leave your CV and leave some pictures. And then you get out, and then at the end of the day, they tell you if you pass onto the next day or not. It's really hard to pass the first day because there's nothing really that you're tested on. They're just gonna look at you, and then if they like you, then you're gonna pass onto the second day, or if they don't like you, you're not. But I would suggest you show up dressed up in business attire. If you are a girl, make sure that your skirt or your dress is covering your knees or right below the knees, because Emirates is a company based in Dubai, which is a super modest country because it's a Muslim country, and so your uniform is gonna cover your knees, and they don't want to see anything that's not covering the knees. Also, if you're wearing a shirt, make sure that if it's white or whatever color, it's not gonna be transparent because they won't like that. Make sure you tie your hair in a bun. It doesn't matter whatever bun it is, if it's a high, medium or low bun. Once you get higher, you will probably use a lower bun because it's not possible to have a high bun with a hat. But for the interview, it doesn't matter. You can just wear you can just tie your hair in a higher bun. I had my hair tied in a high bun when I went through the assessment days. Also, wear high heels, don't wear flats. Wear high heels and make sure that your heels are actually covering the toes. They don't want to see heels that are not covering the toes. A tip for both sides, it's about CVs. Your CV needs to be well organized, so spend a few minutes on your CV and organizing it for the better. I like to put my qualifications on top so they see that I speak different languages, and whatever certificate I have from everything that I did previously, and then everything else. Also, they will ask you for some pictures, and I honestly don't know what kind of picture they're looking for, but all I know is that I went through the first day with a lot of pictures, and then I've let them choose whatever they wanted. but make sure that at least one picture is like a full body picture where you are dressed up in business attire, and one where you are only wearing just like normal clothes, like a jeans and t-shirt. Also, make sure you smile. They want to see happy people, and make sure you sit in the first rows. They are gonna tell you about life in Dubai and show you videos, but yeah, while they show you a video, they're gonna start looking at the people around them, and so if you're seated in the front rows, they're gonna notice you. All the people that got hired with me were seated in like between the first and the fifth row. So I would say you have higher chances to get hired if you sit in between the first 5 rows. So that's it for the first day. On to the second day. If you pass the first day, you get to the second day, and the second day is actually an assessment day because you're gonna have to play games with the people that are there with you, and you of course still need to wear your business attire and still tie your hair in a bun. The second day is really intense and it's really stressful because in the first day everybody gets to basically drop their CV, and then you all wait outside, and then eventually they will tell you who passed onto the second step. But the second day, it's literally a step-by-step elimination process. So if you play one game and you don't pass it, they will tell you. They won't wait until the end of the day, but they will tell you straight after, like, you didn't pass the game and so you have to leave. Well, they won't like tell you. They will just write your number on a piece of paper, leave it on a table right next to you, and then you have to stand up and go look if your number is there. That's why it's really stressful. But I would say just keep calm, be patient, because it's gonna be a long day, and especially just don't lose focus, because at the end of the day there's gonna be an English exam. So if you get through the entire second day, you have to take an English exam at the end, and it's kind of stressful if you take it and you're like super stressed and maybe you're just gonna mess up. It's actually gonna be a super easy exam, so I wouldn't worry about it, but still I would say just stay focused and like stay as calm as possible and patient. Also, some more tips for the second day are about the games. I will tell you an example of a game that I played, but I don't want you to focus on this because there's different games that they play with different people, and so I don't know if they're gonna play the same games that I played. So I don't want you to get ready and like prepare on whatever creative stuff on the games that I played, because it's gonna be useless otherwise. But I'll still give you an example. So my game was, we were all given a card and there was an object on the card. There were like socks on my card, and we had to find a way to use that object in a creative way. So basically I had socks and I could not use them as actual like socks. I could not say, oh, I'm gonna use them as socks, but I had to find some other way to use them. Just to give you an example of what I said I would cut the toe and the heel part and put the socks on hangers and create colorful hangers for kids. So yeah, something creative. Some people had like a tomato and they said I will put it on a Christmas tree as a Christmas ball, as a decoration. Yeah, but yeah, they just want you to be creative. They also want to see that you're able to work in a group, because eventually that's all you have to do. When you're working on the aircraft, you have to work in a group of people that are from different nationalities, different backgrounds, different countries, and so you have to show that you are able to work with them and that you listen to their opinion and that you are smart about what you say and you're just not an impulsive person. So to recap, you have to show that you're able to work in a team, so good teamwork skills, and also be creative, but also patient, and that you involve everyone. I would say this is part of teamwork, but sometimes you can just work in a team and not listen to other people's opinion, kind of, and just like do whatever is best for the group. But they really want you to listen to the people around you and find a solution to the problem with them. So yeah, if you pass the second day, you go on to the third day. The third day is a face-to-face interview with people from Emirates. They will ask you so many questions about your previous job experience. So I would suggest you not to apply to Emirates if you never worked before, because they're not gonna hire you. Like, they're gonna ask you questions about how you dealt with situations in your previous jobs, and if you don't have experiences, then they're not gonna hire you. I, for example, already worked in like 3 or 4 places before applying onto Emirates, and whenever they asked me the questions, they wanted me to show them what I did in every place I worked. So if I would say, oh, I worked here and this is how I dealt with the situation here, then they ask me, oh, what about this place? And what about it in here? Like, what did you do here? So it's good to have previous work experience, because otherwise your chances are really low to get hired. I would say they're pretty much equal to 0. And even if you have work experience, they are gonna ask you some questions of situations that you probably were never like into. But you still have to be smart about it and show that you're not impulsive, that you've listened to the opinion of others, even if it was against your opinion, and that you still could find a solution to the problem with your colleagues. So that's about it for the third day and all of the assessment days. At the very beginning, I said that it's good to create an account, because if they need anything else, they will ask you through the website. They won't really call you necessarily. Okay, yeah, they did call me to ask me for more pictures. They first like ask you through the website, especially there's some stuff that you have to do, like papers you need to sign, blah blah blah. So just make sure you get an account on the website and that you sign up every single day after the interview, so that you can actually check if you're progressing or not. And then when they call you to tell you that you're hired, that's what we call the golden call. And it's the golden call because they call you and they tell you like, congratulations, you passed through all of the assessment days, you're gonna get hired, you're moving to Dubai, and this is the date you're moving. But once you get the golden call, you feel like, oh, I finally did it, I succeeded, and it was all worth it. But of course, to get to the golden call is really hard because of all that you have to go through before that. But if you follow my tips, I'm sure you will have higher chances to get hired. So that was it from the assessment days. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, put a thumbs up. And especially I will post more videos about Emirates and benefits about working for Emirates, or why you should be a flight attendant for them, or what are the benefits of living in Dubai. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see more videos. I actually hope that you can tell me if you went to the assessment days, and if you have any question, make sure that you ask the questions in the comments. I will try to answer you personally, and if there's a lot of questions, I will probably make another video so that I can answer all of the other questions. Thank you so much again for watching this video, and good luck on your assessment days.